Now we can look at their upgrades and stuff. But the thing that happened is I got a weird collection of PS1, and maybe a few other platforms too. But I got a weird collection of Star Wars games, and I got them all in one place at the same time because there was just a shelf of them at a garage sale. And it was such an extensive collection. I was picking from a collection of 30 different Star Wars games. And I just had the thought, like, oh, wow, either somebody's being forced by, like, their spouse to sell off their Star Wars addiction, or, like, they're dead. Like, that's the thought that came to mind, is this is the collection of somebody who died, and they liked Star Wars a lot, and now it's being sold at a garage sale.
Yeah, that is pretty sad.
Yeah.
So I assume you bought all of them and then never had that thought again.
I bought like...
Oh, no, you bought Haunted Games. That's what's happened.
Yeah, well, yeah, I love Haunted Games. But no, I didn't buy all of them. There was way too many. And they were not like thrift store prices. They were like not that cheap garage sale prices. But
gotcha.
I bought a handful of them. I got a handful of silly Star Wars games. I keep buying classic-ish games on the impression that like one day I'll get around to playing these, or maybe I'll sit down on a couch with somebody and screw around with that stuff, but it never materializes. Never. But then I keep getting more anyway.
Yeah, I think that one time I went to a thrift store, a flea market, and I wanted to buy a Nintendo Wii from somebody. And they were like, yeah, I'll sell it to you and like this like Guitar Hero controller, but I'm selling them as a bundle for $110. It's like no.
That's not how garage sales are supposed to be.
Yeah. I was like, I can walk like 3 stalls over and pick up a Nintendo Wii for like a nickel. So I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, we're supposed to plan to go to Typhon. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to Typhon Primaris.
Go.
Jeez,
show us the
shit. Oh, no,
it's,
gross,
look at
gross.
It's so permeable.
Oh, I love watching things penetrate membranes.
Sphincters in space. I'm gonna click on Eyes of the Eldar in 3, 2, 1.
Commander, we have located the Eldar raiding party that threatens our supply lines between Typhon and Calderas. We have identified their leader as the dangerous Ranger Nemerian. He is apparently coming from an operation in Orc territory. This is our chance to cripple Eldar operations on Typhon. We may also uncover more of the Eldar's plans. I suggest we neutralize him immediately, Commander.
Neutralize immediately. Yeah, cluster mines is a reward.
I always get kind of giggly to myself when people use the word apparently, and like something about it like never sounds all that natural. Because it's like a word that I kind of have a connotation with like sarcasm, so it's like he's apparently coming from the orc.
It always in some way undercuts whatever you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're either trying to. You say it sarcastically, or you're trying to distance yourself from the knowledge, almost like you like don't want like. It's like something people say when they think it's uncool to know something. So they're like, oh, it's apparently like this, as if they aren't invested enough to know for themselves and just maybe kind of overheard it.
Yeah, or like somebody else said it and it's like an annoying fact, like, oh, apparently they can't do it for us.
This is weird. So now we're going back to a previous map where we already captured the things.
Yeah, we've already done that.
What a weird layout.
That's kind of what the game's going to be like going forward.
Yeah.
Is it's going to be just us
like
bouncing between
XCOM 1.
Yeah, it's going to be like XCOM 1. Boy, I haven't played it in like, I think I played that game in like 1997.
Oh,
long.
Oh, when I said XCOM 1, I meant the reboot.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the DOS.
That's the one that just
like,
that one just loops maps after a while, and you just play the same ones over and over again.
Yeah, I think XCOM for DOS had an even
Blow
bigger
them
map
up.
variety
Run away.
Than the reboot, but now you make me want to play that game again.
The original
XCOM
one
is so fun. No, not the original one. Dear Lord.
Dear Lord, no.
I mean,
the second one had a lot more
faithful,
variety,
in my opinion. Huh?
The second one had a lot more variety.
Yeah, XCOM 2 was great.
It killed me. I actually had to start over. Or like, not start over, but I had to rewind to a previous time stream. Like I had to make my canonical playthrough, or the one that reached the finale or whatever, was ultimately like a different time branch from the first branch I started on. Cause I definitely like got into a no-win situation where I'm like, I gotta rewind like 5 missions back.
Have you noticed that this rain particle effect is fucking horrible and really, really distracting looking?
Oh yeah, it's an odd look.
Also, if you scroll to the lower right part of the map, it gets less rainy.
Is it because of the directions? Oh yeah, it kind of does.
I don't know.
It is done. Move on.
Yeah.
Eldar is a weird name. Sounds like Elder. It sounds like Elder,
That's
but
exactly
also it sounds
why
like the
it's-
name of a tree.
I mean, that's why they're called that. It's
what
absolute.
reference?
What? No, just like they're the elder. They're the elder race. Like it's that awkward of naming because it's just a silly ass universe.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
like they're the
definitely an intentional-
Eldars. They're the elders. The Eldars. Like you can't you can't parody the Warhammer universe because it already self-parodies inherently.
Yeah. You should pull Thaddeus back.
As I jumped in, he'll be fine.
This is why
He's
we get a resilience score of
fine.
like 1 on every mission.
Well, I play as melee characters. It's their
Well,
specialty.
Dying?
Well, being melee, which is more dangerous.
All this time,
Neophytic pride.
you might have been killing Tyranids.
Why is this guy getting on his fucking high horse when he's been breaking up our supply lines, apparently?
Yeah. I feel like he's probably an asshole too. I think that's the answer to all of Warhammer, right? Everyone's the asshole. No one's ever the good guy.
That's a solid assumption to make. Ha! Assumption. Everyone's such an asshole that even to jump like through warp gates, you have to fly through a giant space asshole.
Asshole in space. Do you have to assault the asshole?
When you think about it, people can only do like space teleportation stuff in the Warhammer universe because the Emperor like wills it to be in existence, which means
He's just such an
every
asshole that he
time-
can astral project his asshole as a portal that people use.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for.
Is it really?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
no.
exactly where my train of thought was going with that.
Oh no, we're
I'm
stupid in the
impressed.
same way.
Wow.
This is a problem.
Praise the Emperor's golden butthole. It binds our worlds together into one. The Final Fantasy X prayer. Ow! That wasn't good. Everyone's blind.
Owie, you're hurting me with guns. I didn't say they could use guns. But yeah, if I try to use guns on some of these characters, they are like 1/10 as powerful. They're
Well,
very not
what you need to do is
proficient
level
with
up their health,
firearms.
Probably. You know those characters you've been using the whole game? I'm just gonna give you tips on how to play them properly. You're welcome.
Thanks, white people.
Hey, that's a microaggression.
Just gonna keep shaking the box till no one even knows what to think about the political jokes anymore. And everyone's just mad, but they don't know why.
No one can get mad at you if no one understands what you're saying.
Yeah, the South Park approach to politics. Everyone's the asshole, am I right, guys? It's easy to be smug if you don't have any stances.
Hey, for whatever it's worth, apparently everyone's the asshole, right, guys? Is the entire philosophy of Warhammer. So,
Yeah, but Warhammer's stupid and everyone loses. Like it's not like it works well for anyone. I am very shot by things. If they could stop
a little ways.
shooting me so much,
Just got
God damn.
sniped.
It's just so much suppression.
I
Oh
would've-
man.
I would have like used my healing item, but we're like 3 feet from a beacon, so I thought you would be able to make it, but no.
Yeah, it turns out suppression
Far
fucks
be it for me
you
to
up.
think that.
It's fine. You just have to work now. Enjoy.
Okay, I can
They got
do
like
that.
weird little tanks now.
What a stupid looking tank.
It's odd. It looks like a dagger holster or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like something you'd buy at a mall.
It actually looks
Like, that
surprisingly
looks-
similar in shape to the tanks from episode 1.
By the way, Marcus is back alive. You should probably, you know, give him commands and make him move and stuff. Oh, look, he's suppressed again. Wow.
Wow. I just charged our beacon. Just to make it there
That's
faster.
one way to get into the beacon.
Yeah. It was my strategy to defeat the suppression last time, but I clicked on the beacon, but it has a minimum range. And I think it just hadn't reached the range it needed to charge the beacon to start moving, so it just wasn't going. Like, oh, thanks. He is fully prepared. My chainsaw sword is a completely reasonable weapon. This is practical. This is practical.
I find the world, it's the world of Warhammer is very, very strange. It's
Oh, this is gonna go bad.
one of the least realistic science fiction settings I could ever imagine.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even make economic sense. like,
How is
we're just
everyone
not gonna
fighting and dying?
cooperate. Yeah, we're just gonna never have any sort of cooperation or trade of any sort at all with any advanced alien species.
We trade blood.
Yeah. I don't get it.
I thought I could reach the tank
this
and
is like
finish
the
him
last
off because he
objective,
was.
right?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna drop a tarantula turret right here.
Sure.
At least
The,
that'll allow us to like have some cover.
The tank was almost dead, so I thought I could at least reach him, and that was very not true. I very much could not reach him in time.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up your guys.
Run
and,
away.
You have the cover of the tarantula turret. Okay, the tank's down.
Yeah, finally.
I'm gonna
We've
take a
done it.
shit ton of damage while I try to get Thaddeus back to life.
I'll save you. This is a safe thing to do.
You're a fucking insane person.
Yeah. That's like my only
Okay.
job, is to be completely insane.
I'm picking everyone back up because that's way easier than trying to.
Oh, they
get them to-
exploded into gore! Yay!
My cursor's gone. That's making controlling this very, very fun. Oh, there it is. Where'd you go?
Where'd you
My
go,
cursor just took
buddy?
a smoke break for a second. Wait.
You didn't need me, did you?
Oh, sorry. I was over here looking at like sexy lady cursors.
I'm like caught off guard by how successful my charge has been. Like things are working and I didn't
you know
think
what
that
it
could
is? Is
happen.
that I can't see the goddamn cursor through all the rain particle effect. That's what's happening. It's like my eyes can't see white on white. Thanks, white people.
Who could have imagined? Owie. It
Oh
hurt.
man, let's not have that be a meme. Show up to the next Overwatch and we're just like, white people, am I right? Everyone's like, what?
Just gonna keep
White
bringing
people
it
and their
up with
prime
no one,
numbers.
no one,
their-
no one knowing what to think about us bringing it up over and over again.
Yeah. I got 31, 32, 33, and 37 white people.
I can't even follow anymore.
Do you remember the time when we applied Twitch cream to white people, Peter?
Oh no.
Oh god. This is horrible.
I'm gonna blow up their thing with BAM. I'm gonna run away now because I'm covered in BAM.
Whoa, Black Betty, bam. Oh, Black Betty, bam.
Among the orcs.
The bombs were very effective at that objective. I just threw the bombs at them.
Yeah, same with the tarantula turrets. Those have a lot of health.
The Tyranids, Thaddeus.
He's still alive down there.
We're not doing this on our own recruiting worlds. We could use the situation to our advantage.
Using orcs and
Very
Eldar
good,
to stop
Cyrus. Have
anyone.
any other useless nonsense you'd like to contribute to our dialogue?
We are space marines. We fear nothing because we are fear incarnate.
We may be
Thule didn't fear anything, and now he's
incarnate,
dead.
but we face an enemy that knows no fear. We
One might
need
have-
every
Can't just
advantage
keep
we
throwing
can
that
get if
back
we
in
want to save
everyone's
the sector.
faces.
I pity the Thule.
You know who thought we were gonna win this mission? Thule. Where's he now? I'm sorry. I'm looking around the room and I don't see Damien Thule anywhere. Do you see him?
Oh man, I wonder
saw
what happened to Thule. Yeah, we should just keep
started
talking
with
about how we should keep talking about how we don't fear anything. That sounds pretty Thulish.
We start with microaggression and we end with the most passive aggressive. Oh, my chest hurts.
Eldar were uniting the orcs to slow down the Tyranids.
Yes. the Marian
I mean,
clearly
the
knew
last
what
time
the
I
Tyranids-
saw Thule, and you know, I don't like to butt into anyone's business, but I saw him at the apothecary, and it looked like he had a pretty gaping wound in his shoulder and stomach. How do you think that got there? Yeah, how do you think that something like that could just
Tyranids are
happen?
Unlike any other threat we have faced, Targus.
Shoulder and
Orcs may
stomach.
operate in
That's such a
vast
big
hordes, but
wound.
they
They're
still
so far
have
apart.
chieftains that unite them. Kill these chieftains.
Oh,
and the
it's a
orc
big
hordes
wound.
weaken them scattered.
Oh,
A Tyranid
wow.
hive fleet, however,
At some point, it's more like
is a
Thule
single
fell apart.
massive organism. Every creature in the swarm is simply one part of a single terrifying mind. We cannot break the Tyranids' morale or take advantage of their pride. We cannot make them see reason.
I didn't know I could muster that much passive
A
aggression.
million more are ready to take its place. But what do they want? The hive devours entire worlds.
I wonder
Its
if they just
goal
wrote
is to
Thule out
feed
of the
itself
story
and
because they
grow.
wanted to save on voice
Will
acting
not stop
expenses.
until the entire galaxy is consumed.
It's like, let's just keep putting everyone in the hospital until we get down to Marcus. And, you know, he never says anything, so there you go.
To have any hope of stopping the Tyranids.
I'm pretty sure Smo talks.
When? When has he
talk-
ever said anything?
Didn't he talk immediately?
I don't know. I have not been paying attention to the cutscenes. I was being a dick.
Shit. I didn't think that reality might contradict me.
Well, it's never happened before.
Melee skill. What does that stat mean? I'll
You
never
ever tell a
know.
really good joke and just start laughing like crazy and then come down from it and you just immediately start like getting that itch of like, got any more of that funny? I need more of that dopamine hit for some more funny.
How do I need to relive. Bring back the funny. Doug
Anyway,
funny.
speaking of things that are funny, how's the stock market doing?
I don't know. You tell me, guy who has stocks.
Let me look. Stock market. How you doing? It's my Google search. My result is how are stocks traded by Investopedia, and also
It's
an
a- it's-
advertisement for the Robinhood app.
It thinks you're saying whether or not you can like how to use stocks.
Yeah,
Like someone's just gonna Google how do I stock? I'm like, oh no, that's
How is stock formed?
that's not how anyone should be finding that information. It's like
Yeah, we
just-
got an interesting story
just
about
Googling it.
the Robinhood app, actually. So, this dude, a couple days ago, was exploiting this bug in Robinhood where they started with like $5,000 in capital and ended up losing 2,000%, meaning they owed like $50,000 in stock.
And that sounds like it's not good.
They did that because the Robinhood app had a bug in it that they were exploiting, and they fucked up royally. So what they were doing was that they were attempting to short these stocks, and they were what the app was doing was it was counting their potential earnings as if they had already had it. And when you short sell something, there's like this weird math that goes into it, and it's like there's a finite amount of money that you can get out of it or something, if I remember. So it's like, I did these things that give me the potential to earn like $200,000 if everything goes right. And then the app like counted that as like basically money that they had. So then they were able to buy more stocks like through that. So they basically like printed infinite money. And then the market does what the market does, which is it corrected that real hard.
That all sounds very legal.
You know, it's sort of like they used an app. It's like they used an app that just basically gave them an automatic loan due to a bug. It would be a way to think about it. So like no laws were broken, but some serious terms of service was broken. So I don't know what happened to that guy, but I assume that losing $50,000 was probably just the beginning of his pain.
Oh boy.
Are we going back to a planet called Candelabra or not?
Honestly, I'm like micro-organizing armor and shit. There's way too much gear.
Who gives a shit? Just throw it
We
all
have
into
to wear
the
good
fucking
gear or we
librarium.
super die.
Put it in the librarium.
The librarium?
Put it in the librarium. You donate war gear for EXP and more.
Librarian. Yeah, but I gotta at least wear like...
in the librarian. It's not an avocado.
Put it in the librarian. Oh baby, put it in the librarian.
But don't put a baby in the librarian unless you're married to the librarian.
Why do we have 17 copies of superior power armor? Are you
Because
noticing
it's
that?
cheap. You find it everywhere.
It's just the same item repeating over and over again. It's weird. Oh my god, we really seriously had like 20 of them. And now all the experience went into that guy. I was just trying to see whether or not I had gear that I should be wearing, because if we go into them underpowered, we just die. We die so hard. Oh shit,
Tarkus has the fucking plasma gun. That's awesome. I didn't know he had that as an option.
Well, we just got a plasma gun for like the first time, I think.
Nice.
Maybe you should use your cool plasma gun. You ever think about that?
I mean, my cool plasma gun.
I can use the freaking gauntlet of blood. I leveled up enough to use it. It is a gauntlet, as it turns out. It was a gun icon because it's a weapon. Because it's a fist weapon. You punch people.
Oh, I see.
Now I'm gonna punch people with my punching gun instead of my chainsword. And now I'm highly resistant to knockdown.
Your punching gun. Are you Squall Lionheart? What is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you'll get it. You'll get it later.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah.
He's the 8 guy. From 8.
Yeah, he's the 8-year-old guy. Good job.
What? Are you okay? What are you talking about? We're going to Calderis. You're losing your mind. Let's go.
Yay.
Let's look at the pink butt.
I like Candelabra.
To make for the sake of your emotional sanity.
Oh, zap. Oh, zap it. Oh, librarian.
Is that all the nerve endings firing? From the butt pleasure?
Commander, this is Gabriel Angelos aboard the battle barge Litany of Fury. I have received word of the Tyranid threat facing Sub-Sector Aurelia and of Captain Thule's grave condition. The Tyranids
Oh, what
are a
grave
threat of
condition?
unimaginable
That he's,
Oh, no
that he's
one
been
told
buried in
me.
a... Is his grave condition that he's been buried in a grave?
Consuming whole worlds. The Litany of Fury is now making for Aurelia at all speed, but we are weeks away. I will relay all distress signals back to you while we devise.
I don't know nothing about a brave condition, but I know where it'll put you. Waka.
Vengeance for Davian Thule. 3, 2, 1, go.
Commander, we have located Captain Thule's attacker. The warrior beast that you drove into the Badlands has resurfaced, leading a swarm of lesser Tyranids. This is our first chance to strike back at the Tyranid enemy, and we cannot pass it up. Collecting samples from this creature's corpse may also lead to a cure for Captain Thule, and could give us valuable information on how to defeat the High Fleet. This area is heavily infested, Commander, so be prepared for heavy resistance.
I feel like taking revenge on a Tyranid monster like that is like kind of the same idea of taking revenge on a shark for biting somebody.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no fucking sense.
If only somebody wrote a book about that.
What book?
Some sort of great white thing that, like, attacked a ship or something. And then somebody just dedicated themselves to revenge, and that maybe it was a kind of an empty revenge, and...
Oh, you're talking about Moby Dick.
You know, Moby Dick.
Yes, the book about a whale and not a shark.
Yeah.
I get that they're both amphibians,
It's
but,
close
I mean,
enough.
Come on.
It's the same idea. There's not a literal shark here either. It was your made-up shark. I'm adding to your metaphor of this thing.
Yeah, well, you
About
know
how
what,
stupid
your
it is to
metaphor
take
sucked.
revenge against something that doesn't even... is just an animal.
Target the larger creatures.
Well, you
to
know what? I
disrupt the
never read
swarm.
Moby Dick because I failed
That will
high
bias
school.
the target to our
I
target.
failed high school.
Captain Thule will
I got a
have
game
his
over in
vengeance.
high school.
All right, which thing do we want? Do we want the Empire Shrine or do we want the array on the right?
Probably the array, right? For more turrets.
Oh man.
Turrets is
Do you
good.
think that when you teleport into a sandy planet like this, the Emperor gets sand in his butthole?
On his giant space butthole.
It's like, oh god.
Oh wow.
Every time-
Oh, he died. Wow, he died hard when I jumped over there. Did he throw a grenade there?
No.
Oh. I can't blame
Every
you.
time he teleports to a planet, remember to wipe.
The butt references keep growing too. Like, it's just the idea, like he
Go
gets-
on.
Well, like when the ship goes in the portal, there's like an initial resistance before it really like takes off. It's like, like you could really grow this comparison.
Gross. The Emperor
Like-
is just like, okay, Emperor, just remember to turn your head and cough real quick. Oh,
I need you to.
go
I need
Calderas.
you to relax.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Emperor, you've been
just,
practicing.
Emperor, do you have an erection right now? So remember how we started
They
off the
just have
stream?
guns. What the fuck?
Remember how we started off the stream saying something like, we're not that raunchy for being R-rated.
Yeah, that was you being very wrong.
That was, yeah.
Oh shit! I left Smo behind.
I need
My
to
square-
retreat.
My square selection was unsuccessful.
These fuckers deal a lot of damage.
We need to avenge Captain Thule. That's the objective. Not like
Yep.
win or any other thing or gain resources or beat the bad
I don't
guy.
know.
Specifically, just avenge Thule.
So like, oh, how do you want to do that? Is it like live a life full of like peace and
Yeah.
harmony, having moved
The
on?
real
and accepted?
revenge is going on and properly acquiring happiness and living a long and fulfilling life despite them.
Yeah, and if you did that in the Warhammer universe, you would
Yeah.
actually get shot and killed.
The real vengeance is to do a 60-hour charity stream where you raise $350,000 despite them.
It amazes me that that's where that all began. It was basically like a fucking Twitter feud.
I think I killed that guy. I just went in right in.
Yeah, you did it. man.
Oh,
That's
shit.
a lot of money just to spend on virtue signaling.
Running. Oh no. No. It hurts. It
Hey, you were
hurts
the
to
one making the political like nonsense earlier.
It hurts to say even ironically. Oh, look at the little grub monsters. Look at zoom in on them. They're adorable. They look like the little.
Oh my god, they're like little baby sluggies.
They look like the floaty creatures from Bastion that are just a blob. Like the one that like you get one at,
those
like you
things are
get one, like you
adorable.
got one at your base and everything, and it spins and gets angry at you. It's like those guys, but covered in teeth. It's like those guys crossed with a Langolier.
Yeah. Remember, every time you virtue signal a holler, an angel gets its wings.
An angel gets cocked. Man, it really does feel like virtue signaling as a concept was invented by people that can't process the idea of empathy, and so anyone who expresses empathy must be faking it.
It's kind of funny to me because I have heard people say that the H-bomber stream is just a form of virtue signaling, and I was like, isn't the premise of virtue signaling
I think
like,
that's just virtue.
yeah,
The money's not
isn't the
pretend.
premise of virtue signaling is like
Like the money's not pretend.
yeah, like it's like the premise of virtue signaling is that you're just saying something that you don't actually believe just to appear
Yeah.
virtuous, and it's
Like
like,
Bill
isn't the
Gates-
opposite of that like
It's like Bill Gates donates
running a
$1 billion
charity
to
stream?
charity, and it's like, what a virtue
Yeah.
signaler. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like the opposite of virtue signaling is like streaming for 60 hours straight to raise money for a charity. Like, what? Anyway, the point is that everyone who donated the virtue signaler.
Oh my god. You're like a political contortionist. Oh no, those are bad. Run. I'm pretty sure those
What
explode.
are those things? They look like they're
Shoot them with your
flying
projectile
farters.
weapons. I think they explode. I don't want to be by them.
Oh, look, they explode when you shoot them. Just the thing that Keith expected they would do. Yam, yam, yam.
Eh, it's almost like there's a basic language of video game design that is consistent. And
Slow-moving glowy thing gotta be a bomb.
Yeah. Some kind of loser. Virtue signaling bomb. Literally sacrifices its life for its purpose. Like, what a virtue signaler. Oh, they all went
The
flying.
bomb doesn't actually believe in exploding. It's just doing it to
Oh
appear
my
cool
god, there's
for its
so many
friends.
bad things. Run away. Run away.
It's okay. We should definitely just like hug the beacon to win.
We should definitely put a turret there or something, probably.
No,
oh my
I have
god.
two.
There's so
Oh, I
many.
have three. Never mind.
Good, we captured another one. And we're about to get another one right there, aren't we? There's so many bad
hope
guys
so.
there. What? Oh, those just your guys that revived or something?
What?
Oh, I got
Yeah,
caught
yeah,
off guard by
those are just-
I got caught off guard by how many dudes you had. I was like, wait, what are those? I thought a new.
Yeah, well,
I thought a
instead
new.
of having three dudes, I have six.
I thought a
seven,
new. I thought
however
a
many
new
this is.
squad had spawned in.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have 7
See, I've
units and I have 4.
and somehow
And frankly,
I managed to
Thaddeus's
micro
2
it.
guys are always dead. There's not more people for you to manage. It's still 2 characters.
No,
The other guys are
it's seven
The other guys are
characters.
AI
They're just-
followers.
Yeah.
You can't lie to me. I know what games
Yes, I
do
can.
have. Bam.
Google.
Run away.
Dawn of War 2. How are you doing?
How you doing?
See, we didn't need a turret. We never needed turrets.
Yeah, I just had to throw my consumables instead.
Yeah.
By throwing bombs at people.
These things have guns. How do they have guns? What are they made of? It looks like a beehive.
Yeah, that's what I keep
that
bringing up.
Sprays poison.
They look like they have a weird flamethrower made of their own body.
Yeah, that's gross.
It also looks like it physically attaches to their body, which is even more like
Yeah.
the questions go up. There's just
yeah, it
more
looks like
questions.
there's this weird, like, fucking air conditioning tube coming off the side
They're
that goes into
super
their
weird
armpit.
designs.
Yeah. Like, at least the Zerg, it kind of made sense to have them like spit spines.
If they're gonna have
that
like
was
a
really cool.
if they're gonna have a biological gun sticking out of their body, the least that like evolution could do is let the gun be their hand. They still have to hold it. They don't even get the Mega Man treatment where they have a Mega Buster for a right arm or something. Like, they have one hand, like, at first I thought, like, oh, their other hand is steadying it. It's like, no, on top of the hand that's steadying it by holding the side of the barrel, the other hand is also holding the handle of the gun. It's not their other hand.
Additional generators will not
Yeah.
be available until your next
Like,
deployment.
God, the Warhammer God's a dick. I mean, it's kind of a given, I
think
guess.
The actual Warhammer God is like Cthulhu, basically.
Yeah, he's the butthole. Emperor butthole.
No, I
The
think
God
that
of
it's
Warhammer is Emperor butthole. Oh,
his
I want to do
name
like
is lost to time, but on this cursed tome, we think that is his original birth name.
I want to play like
It's-
4 Warhammer games with you, and then afterwards somebody has to try to stitch together all the lore we made up into a universe, and
Well,
see
we've
if
come up with
see
two
if it makes
characters so far.
We'll have to see if it makes more sense than actual Warhammer.
Oh fuck, that's not cool.
They're shooting. They got like a mortar building that they shoot at us with, which is a problem.
That was super not cool of them.
Ow. Owie. Thaddeus, no. Don't die, Thaddeus. At least throw a bomb on your own feet first. Exactly what I did.
Okay, looks like the really annoying sunken colony is dead.
We got the light of the Astronomicon. What a name.
What the fuck is an Astronomicon? Is it like a Necronomicon but space?
Space evil. From space. I think I misclicked at rezzing that guy. Whoops.
Well, we came up with 2 things. We came up with the Emperor's fetishes, and we came up with the Orc psychiatrist. So there you go,
Oh,
man.
I forgot about the orc psychiatrist. I'd say Croc smash, but what if Croc flower? Oh, that's what chat was referring to. I was trying to remember what they were referring to. Because somebody in chat said Grok small dick, and I was like, wait, I was just trying to remember what that was from. I'm like, oh right, that was from the psychiatrist storyline we invented. Our greatest
I'm gonna
work.
throw down a bunch of tarantula turrets so we can kill the.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'll go fight him over by the turrets. Come over here, asshole. You killed my guy.
Stupidly generic
I only have
name.
infinity of those. Infinity of those.
Every time a space marine dies, they have to clone another one.
Yeah.
That uses up a lot of cloning.
Yeah,
juice.
it uses up all that clone juice.
Okay, Abatus is dead, which is a
Yeah.
problem. So I'm gonna bring him back to life.
Ow.
And because he has our healing juice, so
I feel like we need that to heal.
So I'm gonna
Otherwise,
send
we'll
him
have to use the
away real
cloning
quick.
juice, which is way more expensive.
It's way more expensive to clone a person than it is to take them to the doctor.
Yeah. he just
wait a
keeps
second.
he keeps blowing you out of that building.
Yeah. Well,
Bioplasma.
yeah.
Not going so well for you.
That building sucks.
Yeah, maybe just don't stand there.
I guess not.
I feel like everyone else is not dying. Like specifically,
Alright, I'm sending Tarkus back.
like their primary feature so far is how they're not dead they all are. Don't go in the circle, it's bad, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've played video games, I assume that's pretty bad. Whoa, jeez, that's a lot of bolters just only on this guy.
Oh, why does he do that? Dang it. If you right click on, if I click on somebody with Merciless Strike and he does that little shockwave, he has to run into position first. And what's really frustrating is that he won't, if I clicked on a guy, he won't run to the position to shoot that guy. He'll run until he can shoot the spot the guy was standing at the time I clicked, and then I'll be like, oh, fuck.
I was not expecting a bunch of little Ripley dudes.
It's fine, they're lame. We can get them. I'll stomp him with my
I have to pull
jetpack.
Avitus back because Avitus is super duper weak to melee, so I have to pull him back.
Well, shit. You know what my characters are weak to?
okay.
Dying. Oh, there they go. Shit. That's not good. I'm down.
It's okay. I can...
The turrets aren't, though. Goddamn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll try to get... I'll try to throw a grenade at the people to clear them out, and then...
that'll kill your turret, I think.
Well, I should have thought of that before throwing the grenade.
Did you just blow up your turret? They were trying so hard to kill it, too. Well, the warrior's almost dead.
Right.
You should throw more grenades at the warrior. He's just standing still. There he goes. Oh, did you use a revive?
Yeah, I used to revive on you.
Oh no, he's mad at us. Must acquire more Vespine gas.
The thing is, throwing a grenade at the warrior sucks because he's so damn jumpy wumpy.
I just thought that maybe that was what... It felt like he took a spike of damage, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I hit him with that one. That worked out pretty well.
Y'all need to retreat.
Probably hurt you.
I'm having a bad...
That's okay. I'm just gonna throw another grenade at him from right next to him.
Will just
there
end.
we are.
Crusader's zeal.
Apothecary Gordian has dispatched servitors to collect and analyze the warrior's corpse.
Accordion to Gordian.
Our librarians have also consulted the more complete records aboard the Litany of Fury. With this information, we have devised a plan of attack against the Hive Fleet.
We will approach from the front and shoot at them.
They absolutely just sit around as a panel of people to argue over what the coolest name is, and that's half of the lore of Warhammer. The Litany of Fury.
I mean, that's what you'd think that, but I'm pretty sure all they actually do is just look up a Latin word and then try to find a way to reuse it.
I believe in them.
Not so good on resilience. My bad.
Well, everyone is almost level 7. Except that guy. Man, it's amazing how 3 of them look like the same person. We have 5 characters, but it looks like we have 3.
Tyranids have a simple and terrible agenda, Commander. Left unchecked, they will kill and consume every living thing on the planet. Our only hope of stopping the Tyranids is to strike at the heart of the Hive Fleet itself. For us to do this, you must first accomplish 3 critical tasks. You must locate and secure the astronomic array hidden on planet Typhon. Only its precise scans will allow us to analyze the Hive Fleet and locate its weaknesses. You must also obtain a sample of the Hive Fleet's biotoxins. Only a pure gene sample will allow us to develop a poison to strike at the Hive Fleet. And you must secure access to Angel Forge on planet Meridian. Only this ancient forge's vast manufacturing capabilities will allow us to produce weapons with which to deliver our poison. Each of these tasks pits your handful against untold billions. But failure means the utter annihilation of our worlds. And a death sentence for our chapter.
I feel like they really, really should have passed that guy through a de-esser.
We wouldn't want our chapter to end in a death sentence.
We need to take direct control of Angel Forge. I'm authorizing you to travel to Meridian. The planetary government has been less than cooperative.
I'll settle for a grim paragraph.
Bureaucratic resistance. Angelos out.
I couldn't get over that when he said that. Like, oh my God.